Greetings, everyone. The spirit cannot be quenched. It cannot be told when to surface, when to appear, when to operate within you or within a space. The spirit has full dominance and full control over every situation. And so when I make promises or I make plans, those are tentative plans. For example, plans I have for my channel to do things structured in a certain way and give you one day where I deal only with spirituality. But the spirit says, not so. I show up, I dictate, I determine when the message goes out. And so if this is Saturday and you're getting this message, then that means that spirit rules and spirit takes control over everything that I do. So if you know me, you know this is no pretense. Anyone that is a friend of mine or is acquainted to me in any way knows that for 20 or 30 years of the time that you have known me, it's always been number one, spirit. And so I always want to have my own way and do my own thing. But when the spirit says no, or the spirit shows up, I obey. The spirit is my master and I surrender. So you're getting this video today. Now, what we're seeing here is a bunch of different spices, and I've touched on this before. We have allspice, star anise, basil, clove, thyme, cinnamon stick, nutmeg, and bay leaves. These are all tools within my spiritual ritual. And I want you to know that they are the most powerful spices or herbs that not only works, but help me to manifest. Now, I don't know if I should laugh or cry when I see how lost we are as a people, how we got tricked, and how it is a cycle, a repetitive cycle. And every number of years, every 10, 15, 30, 50, or 100 years, the thing comes back. The cycle. Now we're in that cycle of cleansing water flowing to harvest back our people. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to reach everyone. My teachings will not connect with everyone because some people have hardened their hearts. Some people are ashamed of who they are. They don't want to be associated to the motherland. They don't want to be associated to the traditions and ways of our people. Now, before I go any further, I want to say that do you think these herbs and spices were used to season meat or season porridge or those things from our ancestral past? You know, we were agrarian society as African people. And then, time changed and, they moved to different parts, around the continent. And then we became hunters and gatherers without getting into the historical facts right now, but we become hunters and gatherers. Now, the question is, first of all, remember too, women used to be the hunters. They're the ones who went out to get the animal and bring it back. The whole idea of masculine and feminine role are completely transformed in this time based on the people who came to our continent and brought their own traditions or their own ideas of what was right or wrong. So when the men stayed home and took care of the children and the women went out and hunted and gathered, it's something that certain nations didn't understand. but our women were respected, were revered. And when they went out and they hunted and brought back the animals, do you think they chop up the animal and seasoned it with allspice or seasoned it with basil or these herbs? No. These herbs and these spices were used for other things. Now, Africa traded with India, and we got a lot of our spices and our herbs from them. Were we getting them just to season meat or just to make something smell good or taste good? No, they were medicine and they were for spiritual use. So we're now back in a time when, the Great Spirit is doing what is promised was going to be done, gathering back the chosen, gathering back the people from the four corners of the earth. And you will see a shift where the focus is not on our people. It's an opportunity for us to, go back and take back what was ours, our spirituality, the knowledge that was passed on from our ancestors unto us. Some forgotten based on certain things that happened in our history. But if you go to sleep and you get a dream and you're seeing a spice or a herb, you wake up and you say, I saw cinnamon in my dream. And you just assume that, okay, I just saw cinnamon. Why? Research it. Find out the spiritual use of it. There is never a time when you're given a vision or a dream for the sake of just giving it to you. It is teaching you something. The Spirit is bringing you. The ancestors want you to use this because you might be going through certain illness. You might be, facing certain destructive things coming towards you that you need to ward off. And it's giving you the ingredient that you need to stave that off, to protect yourself, to increase your wealth or abundance. It is that time. We are always under the microscope, and there's a paradigm shift. And it's that time when you must utilize that time to sort of build those layers around yourself and to ask that the truth be revealed to you. Do not test me, test the spirits. And let me say this before I end this video. Those of you who have nothing better to do than try to test me, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Don't waste your time playing games. This is one of the reasons why, unfortunately, some people who used to be able to come to me and get free advice cannot do that anymore. They have to pay for my time. This is why you have to book your classes to get the free instruction on how to go about helping yourself. I cannot help you. You have to help yourself. There are some people who have nothing better to do than waste people's time. And if you'd use that time to connect with the great spirits, you would be better off. Unfortunately, because of these ones, other folks who would usually have my time, have me freely, can no longer have me freely. You want to book private sessions, you know where to find me at my email. And at that time is directly used just for you. So if you have nothing to do with your money, then you'll be wasting your money by booking those sessions. I am not meeting with anyone anymore. I kind of had enough of individuals playing games. This is why you're in bondage. This is why a lot of you are not making breakthroughs, because your heart is corrupt and you're not allowing the Holy Spirit to work in you and for you or through you. Okay? Bless up to all my subscribers. Bless up to everybody who continue to watch the ads to allow me the opportunity to give more of myself to this channel. I truly appreciate you. For all the ones who have made donations that I've long rejected, long refused, and you convinced me to say yes, bless up yourself, big up yourself, because guess what? We understand that time is of essence and time is valuable. A lesson that my subscribers taught me, one that for the longest while I would say, no, no, it's okay, I give of myself. But listen, fools are not kept by the Holy Spirit. And so I have to work accordingly. Bless up yourself. To everyone listening to this video, to everyone who come for the knowledge and is always here to receive it. Bless up yourself. I truly appreciate you. I'm humbled by your love. And I continue to move forward to teach, to educate. As I learn from you too, you will continue to learn from me. As I get it from the Spirit's teaching me in my daily life, I will share what I can with you, those who wish to receive it. And there are times when I'll be doing that privately to the persons who I know need it. They come for it, they hunger for it. It is that time when, if you're not in that place where you're hungering for truth and you hunger for righteousness and you hunger for deep spiritual things and you hunger for the messages from the spirits, if you're here for that, I'm here for it. And we have other places where we can meet, because the truth be told, sometimes giving certain knowledge to some people, they're undeserving. This is why there's a lot more I could say on the channel that works for me, but I keep that for myself privately to be shared in a very private group with people who need it, who people who need to receive it, people who will use it to break shackles, break the yoke, to free themselves, but only when they are serious. And I know the ones who are serious. Don't test me, test the spirits. Don't play these games because you're wasting your time, because those who know. Okay, so stay blessed, everybody.